So, people often say like, people who don't learn from history are bound to repeat it. I found myself repeating that same cycle because especially when you're young, you think that you're invincible. You think that you've made a mistake and you will either not make the mistake again or that you've learned from it. And I realized in that moment when my mom passed that had I taken the time early in the summer in 2019 to take care of myself, I probably would have been in a better position following her death to take care of myself. And anyone who's lost someone understands and realizes that when you are the person responsible for the funeral arrangements, for the funeral arrangements, that you are on go from the time that your loved one passes away. And you don't really have the time and the space to mourn and take care of yourself. And things can very quickly fall apart in a way that maybe you didn't anticipate. And so for me, I think that that was the universe or God's way of saying, you didn't learn from this incident in 2011. You've had time and time again to learn to take care of yourself, to not tether your self-worth to your work. I waited until 2023 because I didn't think that I needed the help. I didn't think that I needed to talk to anybody. And it was at that point that my insomnia had reached its peak. It had become, the worst it had ever been. And I think it was, a function of, it was the result of me having a lot of work to do, trying to bury myself in work, having felt like I survived the pandemic, and just being distracted. And so I eventually did go to therapy and start grief counseling.